Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Slumber Party. Glad to see y'all here. Hey, Rose. Hey, Oline. Hi, CJ. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Donna. Well, it's been a week, hasn't it? Sorry, I have to laugh or I'll cry. It's been a week. Hey, Liz. Hey, Jamie. Thank y'all for coming. Hi, Colorado hippie hiker. Hi, Arlene. Oh my goodness, my nose is still like dripping and itching like crazy. Hi, Elaine. So, hey, Ramon. Um, hi, Marine. Hi, Anna. Hi, Chipas. So, basically, hi, JW. Hi, Anna. My idea for tonight was well, since Wednesday morning, my phone nearly broke from all the messages that I've gotten. Hi, Marie. Hi, Fleck. I'm talking, my phone was like blowing up like crazy nonstop since Wednesday morning. Hi, Christian. Um, and so it's been a minute, let me tell you. I feel like I have spent the last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days calming people down and telling them it's going to be okay. It may get really rough and it may get really tough, but it's going to be okay. Now, there's a lot of rumors flying around out there. There's a whole hell of a lot of conspiracy rumors flying around out there. Um, as I said, hi, Roseanne. As I said in the card draw that I did, I think I posted it yesterday when I put it up. Hi, Patty. Um, I I've gotten more feedback off of that one video, more views on it and responses on it than I have on any other video I've ever put up, except for the ones with like when Linda G was a guest or Mel was on, or one of the big dogs was on with me. And then of course it goes nuts because you got all of their people that come in and watch. And so that kind of kicks my numbers up a little bit. So it really made me kind of step back a minute and think of just all the people that reached out, you know, some in distress. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what are we going to do? Others mad as hell, and we're going to get the effort, Um, and, and some just like, thank you. I needed a sane voice for a minute. Um, And so that's what I've been trying to be. Hi, Marie. I think I said hi to you already. But anyway, hi, Marie. Um, I've been trying to be a sane voice. Have I been upset? Oh, yeah. Have I been pissed off? You better believe it. Have I done some cursing and some yelling and some screaming? Oh, yeah. I'm sure the neighbors probably think I'm even more crazy than they already thought I was. I'm the crazy lady that goes around every full moon with an incense stick and smudges all the outside windows and doors to keep evil out. I'm sure they're thinking, there goes that crazy lady again. Um, but that's just because I can't burn it in the house. My brother's allergic to incense. So um, you've been snowed in, hippie. Oh my God. See, I can't imagine that. Hi, Adina. That that blows my mind, hippie. Wow. I have a hard time wrapping my brain around being snowed in. I just can't quite get my brain around that. But 24 inches, Jesus, Lord have mercy. Um, Good for you, Maureen. I'm glad to hear that. That's the stage I'm at now. Is I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. I was trying to find that clip earlier so I could play it, and I couldn't find it. Anyway, so I started thinking about it. I said, most of us readers, we've all at some point since Tuesday night, we have all come on our channels and either apologized or tried to give a little sense of calm of what we were picking up. I refuse to believe that an entire community with hundreds of readers, probably thousands of readers, because there's a lot of them I don't even know yet, who all saw the same thing. We didn't all get the same vision and the same messages, with spirit sitting back going, what's this? I'm going to play a joke on them. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. And since, I guess, Wednesday night was the first night that I started hearing some news from reliable sources that they've been the ones that I've gone to for my news for the past several years. When I cut the cable cord and gave away the TV, I don't even have a television anymore. Those are the ones that I tend to watch now and to get my news, to find out what the hell is going on around here. And some things I've heard were kind of like, I don't know about that. Some things were, and now, of course, there have actually been a few people arrested. So I know it's no longer a conspiracy theory, but an actual fact of poll workers who were paid $100 by Elon Musk or maybe even a little bit more, who knows, to throw out ballots for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. One lady had a huge pile of them, and a coworker noticed her picking up the pile instead of just waiting for the person that comes by. And because the way she explained it, she was like, you get these sacks of mail that come in, you open them, and then you separate, which pile they go in, either to Trump or to Kamala. And then runners come by and they pick up the piles and they bring them to be counted again for a backup count, right? Before they input all the information into the readers. Hi, spirits. This person picked up a big pile of ballots, and one of the other workers that was there thought, well, that's weird. What is she doing? The runner usually picks those up. And she watched this woman meander around the office, where they were set up, and slowly work her way to the back door, where she went out the door. And when she came back in the door, there were no ballots in her hands. And the one watching her she had started like filming with her phone discreetly. Hi, Joe. And so she had it on video. This woman walking outside with this big pile of ballots in her hands. And then she comes back inside like a minute or so later with nothing in her hands, and kind of meandered around, trying to just blend in with the furniture, I guess, before she made her way back to her little desk and proceeded to go with the next batch of stuff coming in. Well, the coworker that watched her and was filming her, hi, Angel, she decided to get up and go see what the hell she did with all those ballots. So she got up and she kind of took the same path, walking through the room, didn't see the pile anywhere. She gets to the back door. Hi, Garden Genie. She gets to the back door. She slips out the back door. There's a huge dumpster right by the door, right? She gets to the dumpster. She looks inside, and there are all the ballots. And she had to reach down and grab a couple to see whose name was on the ballots. They were all for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. And she videoed it. She took pictures of it and everything. She came back inside. She didn't touch it. She left it where it was. She came back inside and she went to the supervisor and said, somebody just threw out a whole bunch of ballots for Kamala Harris. And the supervisor kind of, I think, like, no, that's not possible. And she says, no, I filmed her doing it. And she showed her the video. Supervisor sent her to whoever was running HR. And there's a video now on YouTube of the interview with HR and the woman who did the deed, who was claiming that the one that turned her in, well, she did that because she didn't like her. And when HR asked her, well, why doesn't she like her? She says, well, I don't like her either. Hi, Sandra. And so when he's like delving deeper into this interview to find out, well, why do you not like each other? Oh, well, she's not for Trump. And the guy was like, and you are? And she said, well, yeah. She says, I want Trump to win because he's going to make America great again, and it's going to help out you people. Okay, now the HR guy was a black dude, right? And he kind of looked at her like, you people? Like he hadn't heard that term in a long time. And he's proceeding to have a conversation, trying to get her to walk through her day. What did she do? Where did she go? And this woman's kind of just playing right along. She's answering his questions. And 4 or 5 times in the course of like a couple of minutes, she referenced him and others like him as you people. Well, you people are going to, and finally he said, what do you mean by you people? And she said, well, people that are colored. And he's like, well, you mean black people, African American people? Or are you talking about, Hispanic people or maybe Asian people or Indian people? And she was like, well, yeah, all of you, you're people. They're all your people, And he was like, well, I don't know if you realize this. He said, but that's a very offensive term that you're using to call me, you people. He said, it's hi, Sue. He said, it's very demeaning. And she was totally confused about that. She couldn't understand why on earth he would be insulted by her saying you people. It's like, really? Wow. Hi, Mary. And he proceeds to walk her through. And then he asked her what she did with the armload of ballots that she had, that she was seen crossing the room with. And she said, well, I put them where they needed to go. And hi, Mickey. And so he said, well, where was that? And he said, did you put them in the dumpster outside? And at first she denied it. And he said, well, hang on a minute. He says, I want you to watch something real quick. And he pulls out his phone. He proceeds to play the video of her walking through the room with all these ballots, going out the door. When she comes back in, there are no ballots in her hands. And then you see the woman who was filming her, you see kind of her feet walking across the room, as she's trying to very secretively film without everybody knowing she's walking around, filming with her phone. And she goes outside, she gets to the dumpster, she looks in, she's taking pictures, she's filming it. And he finally confronts her, did you throw those ballots in the garbage? And she's like, well, yeah. And he was like, why would you do that? He said, that who were the ballots for? And she said, well, they were for her. You people. She kept saying that term, you people. And he said, so you're admitting you threw them in the dumpster? And she said, well, yeah. And he said, why would you do that? She said, because I wanted Trump to win and I'm helping. And he's like, you do realize that's illegal, what you did? And she's like, no, it's not. I was just helping him. It was something that they wanted us to do. He wanted us to do it, is to help him to win so he can win. And this HR guy has just got like the most dumbfounded look on his face. Like I can't believe this woman. And he's like, you do realize that's a federal offense. You're going to get arrested and go to jail for that. Oh, no, they're not going to arrest me. And he said, yeah. He said, in fact, there are officers that have already come in the door behind you that are here to arrest you and take you to jail. And she just got like so offended that, why would you arrest me? You can't arrest me. I mean, I was helping. I was doing what I was told. Now who told her? I don't know. The video ended right as they were putting the cuffs on her and leading her out. But it just made me stop and think, Jesus, if they found one person in Pennsylvania that did that, how many people across the country did that? And because maybe the other poll workers wanted to make America great again too, didn't do anything about it. I mean, your mind kind of just runs with it for a minute. And I had to rein myself in. It was like, okay, this is just too freaking wild. And then there's several well-known investigative journalists who've been following up on a lot of leads and stuff about improprieties happening with the voting machines. Hi, Allie. And there were several of them who contacted the authorities to say the machines are literally like every second or third vote for a Democrat, it's automatically flipping it to a Republican. And the person doesn't even know. Hi, Gray. So it's like if there are 3 votes in a row for a Democrat, that second and maybe even that third vote is going to automatically be counted as being Republican. And and there's just been numerous more stories like that. Like I said, there's a lot of conspiracy theories going on out there. Quite a few I've watched. It's like, okay, let's stick to reality here, right? And so I've tried to just pay attention to those investigative journalists that I know are actually doing the job like they're supposed to. They're very, they're very reliable. And so, like I said, anyway, all of us readers, we've all had a chance to kind of come on to our channels and talk about how upset we are, how mad we are, how horrible we feel, because so many of us just felt gut punched, because it was like, how could we all be given the same message for it to not be true? Spirit doesn't do that to people. And so it just made me start to think, well, we've all kind of had our turn to kind of talk it out and express ourselves. We've met in groups privately, to just kind of talk it out, share information, that kind of stuff. And it's just made me start thinking. I said, you know what? I said, let's hear from y'all, from the chat. And so that's when I decided to do tonight's show as an open mic night. So that if if you're not afraid of the camera and you want to pop in for a couple of minutes and just express your frustration, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. You are welcome to click on the link. You'll pop into the backstage. I'll pop you on screen and give you the mic for 5 minutes to say your piece. If you just want to cuss, okay, that's cool. You should have heard me a couple of days ago. I just wanted to give, hi, Michelle. I just wanted to give y'all a chance to also be able to kind of express yourself. Now I did put in there, please be polite to each other. Let's not be rude or anything like that. Let's be here for each other. We're all each other has right now. If I don't have a lot of confidence that the current administration is going to actually do anything, although I have watched a couple of very, very, very strong readers who have been getting messages that there's something happening backstage that nobody knows about, for them to, that they're going to step in and do something before inauguration day. Wouldn't that be fantastic? But I don't know. I just don't have, personally right now, where I'm at, I just don't have the confidence that that's going to happen. And I'm trying to prepare myself for the very real possibility that we're going to have Orange Face back in the White House in a few months. And it's going to be really, really, really hard. If you've read Project 2025, they're already bragging about it's going to go kick in day one. They're going to start implementing stuff. And something that I didn't realize, because I had just skimmed the document, I didn't get in it and spend days reading it, which I probably should have, but I didn't. And one of the things would be that there's a real good chance that those of us who read cards and whatnot are going to get shut down. Maybe not right away. It may take a while, but yeah, there's that possibility. So anyway, I see y'all are already talking in the chat, so that's fantastic. That's what I wanted. I wanted some just honest conversations. Express yourselves. If you've heard things from reputable sources, feel free to share them. I did ask, let's stay away from the conspiracy theories, okay? There's enough of that crap flying around out there without us propagating it even more. So, it really feels like evil in full force. It really does. It does make me feel good that there have been several governors who have come forward and basically told Donald Trump, don't fuck with my state, don't fuck with my people, or you're going to have to go through me, And so it's like, yay for that state and for those governors for standing up for their people, I wish I lived in one of those states right now. Unfortunately, I don't. I'm sure my governor's probably been having parties since Tuesday night. He's on that side. But, it's... I just wanted to, offer y'all the opportunity, if you wanted to come on air and just express yourself, you can. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. I mean, we can do our regular thing, draw a card or something like that. Or if y'all have any questions you want me to read on, I'll be more than happy to do that. It's an anything goes night. I know, Rose, you're in Texas. I'm in Louisiana. We're not in a good place right now. But you know what? I seriously considered a while back of moving out of this state to a blue state. And then I thought, you know what? Damn it, this is my state. I like where I live. I like most of the people that I'm around. Um, I like the fact that gotcha, CJ. I like the fact that uh, I just like the culture. It's my culture. It's the Cajun people down here, and that's what I am. That's what I grew up around. Um, and yeah, I kind of flip between calm to panicking myself, Rose. So I get you. Um, the, my emotions have been all over the place since Wednesday. Everything from physically being ill to mad as hell and ready to just chew nails to to almost being despondent with depression. I mean, I've been all over the place. But it hit me really hard yesterday afternoon because Friday's my half day. I get the afternoons off. And I had stuff I had to do around the house. So there was a live podcast that was on a call-in show where viewers can call into the podcast. His name is oh crap, now I'm going to forget what his damn name is. Anyway, the name of the podcast is The Thinking Atheist. And while granted I'm not an atheist, he has some really good points that he makes about stuff. And so I was listening to his show. I had my earbuds in as I'm buzzing around the house and cleaning the kitchen and doing all that kind of stuff, making a pot of gumbo because it was like, okay, I need comfort food today. And it just really floored me, the amount of people my age and a little older who were calling into the show like in tears, like losing their shit completely 100%, crying hysterically. What am I going to do if they take away my social security? I'm homeless. That's what pays my rent, or that's what buys my food and pays my utility bill. Um, and so it's yeah, Cheryl, exactly. It's the panic is kind of going away, and now it's like, okay, how do we fix this? Can we fix this? And what needs to be done to fix this? Um, it just anyway. So I just, I wanted to offer that, give y'all the opportunity. If you want to come in and say something, just click on the link, and when I see you backstage, I'll pop you on. And if not, then I'll just do some readings. I've got out my Listen Bitch cards, and I've got out my Light Seers tarot deck, and I've got out my the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. So, but I keep thinking that if nothing happens, if nothing's done, and he gets inaugurated, my brain wants to say you only have to tolerate it for 4 years, but the rest of my brain is like, who says he's going to leave in 4 years? The Secret Service had to threaten to drag his ass out the last time around, and even then, he still tried to stage a coup. Um, there's just so much, and there's so much information flying out there. Like I said, a lot of it is conspiracy theory crap that I've tried to just ignore. And I've tried to just pay attention to reliable sources, people that I know what the hell they're talking about. Those are the ones I'm listening to. And so, okay, what was that, Garden Genie? Okay, I got you. All right. So, I mean, I firmly believe that if he does get inaugurated, he's not going to be there long, because he's either A, going to unalive himself or just do so naturally, if that's possible. I don't think he's natural, but I can look at that, Liz. We'll just see. What was that, Mary? Oh, wow. Yeah, I hadn't heard about that one. So, we'll just have to wait and kind of see what happens. But I have a really, if he gets inaugurated and they go into office, which is more than likely that's what's going to happen, I don't see him there long. I mean, maybe within 6 months, and they're gonna Amendment 25 his ass and get him out of there. And then we got Vance to deal with. We thought Donald was bad. Vance is an ideologue. He believes in this stuff to a level that I don't think Moses Mike has even gotten to. So that, and he's young. He's got the energy, and there's just something rotten in Denmark with him. It's like you could smell the crazy coming off of him. For entertainment purposes only, YouTube. I'm just giving opinions here. So, yeah, I just, Fleck, there's a real good chance we're going to all lose our health care. All of us. I don't care what it is. And if you're paying your own health care out of pocket, either through your job or just personally, if you have pre-existing conditions, they're not going to get covered anymore, because they're going to get rid of that clause that fast. So that like screws me over big time, because I have major pre-existing conditions. That's going to do it for me. So I don't know if veterans are going to lose their health care or not. He has a very deep disdain for the military, for the veterans. He thinks y'all are all suckers and losers. I mean, these are the men and women who faced possible death and who knows what else to protect us as a country. And he thinks that makes them a loser. I mean, the man is deranged, I'm telling you. There are several really good videos out there. Wait, I think I missed a couple of questions. There are some really good videos out there of people explaining what a tariff is and how it works. There's a couple of them that I saw there's a couple of them I saw that was like people just out in the street asking just regular passersby, what's a tariff, and you think it's a good thing or a bad thing. And it was absolutely depressing how many people had no clue what it was, and that they thought, yeah, that's going to be great. China's going to pay more money. Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. And to see the look on their faces when somebody else explains to them how it works, and they're like, well, that means what I pay is going to go up. They're like, yeah, that's who pays for the tariff, the person who buys the product. And you literally can see the light bulbs go off over their heads with the look on their face of like, oh my God, you know. um I I saw a couple of videos of people, kind of street interviews, I guess you could call them, um, uh, talking about, not just the tariffs, but, what about this? What about that? And it truly amazed me how many people had no clue how most of this stuff works. Um, and that it's going to be coming out of their pockets, right? Um, exactly, Shelley. That's why I kind of wanted to gear the show in that direction tonight. So, um, but there were actually people that when they got it, they were like, "Well, who do I call to change my vote?" Like, yeah, no, you can't do that. You done voted. It's a done deal. No changing the vote. And hey, Clarence. And so yeah, so hi, Sherry. Yeah, it's the lesson is for the right to learn, and the way I look at it, the right still has lessons to learn, and we're the ones caught in the crosshairs. It's like, you couldn't have like beamed us out first before you made them go through this. Um, yes, Allie, the dumbing down of America has had a lot to do with that. Um, I guarantee you probably 95% of the country, natural born American citizens, couldn't pass a citizenship test if their life depended on it because they don't know any of that information. Um, I know that uh, the Biden administration has been doing a lot of work behind the scenes to kind of shore up Social Security and Medicare, hopefully to keep anybody from changing it anytime soon. But if he decides he's king, when the Supreme Court says he's got absolute immunity, there ain't no telling what the hell he's going to do. All right, let me stop kind of yakking for a minute and back up and make sure I haven't missed any questions. Okay, so far, CJ, I've got you down. You got a question about your kitchen. Garden Genie, I got your question. Liz, I got your question. If somebody else asked a question and I didn't just say your name, then let me know. I'm backing up right now to kind of go look and make sure I didn't miss anything. I've also been very scatterbrained this week. It's like my brain just doesn't want to function normally. I don't know. I think I'm just tired. um, I haven't had nearly enough sleep. I literally fell asleep at my desk yesterday morning. I was just sitting at my desk, and y'all have seen me do it online. Just kind of go down there. I go right out. Well, I went all the way out, and I was out for the count when one of the associate deans came to my office to ask me a question. He's like, "Sherry, are you okay?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I didn't mean to wake you up." I'm like, "Oh my God." I said, "Please, yeah, no, I didn't mean to wake me up. I'm only at work." I was so embarrassed. Okay, Marie, I got your question. I did, Donna. I saw Linda's video today, And it gave me some hope. It did. The same with Susan Lynn. Did a video today that I've only gotten like halfway through it. Then it was time for the show to start. So, which kind of gave me a little hope. But like I said, I'm not holding my breath. There's a lot of really great ideas floating out there of what we could do to circumvent this. And yeah, I just don't have a lot of confidence in that right now. And that's just me. Dear God in heaven, I hope I'm wrong. And in a month, y'all can all come back and say, you were wrong about that. It's like, yeah, I'm glad I was wrong about that. So, hi, Tina. How Hin. Is that how you say it? How Hin? Thailand. I like Thai food. I've had that before. That's the extent of my knowledge of Thailand. I'm sorry. I'm one of those ignorant Americans that have never been anywhere. I don't even have a passport. I couldn't go anywhere if I wanted to. Good, Tina. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad for you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And I think when his own people start realizing that all this great stuff that they're going to own the libs with is also going to happen to them, yeah, I think you're going to see some really upset Republicans. So, okay. Okay, Joe, got your question. Fleck, don't talk like that. Not even joking. That's not funny. But it's one of the things I heard several people on the podcast I was listening to yesterday was calling in and talking about checking out, like permanently checking out. And Seth, that's his name. That's the guy's name on the show. I think it's Seth. I think that's right. He was like, "No, dude, that's not the answer. That's not the answer." He literally was like setting up people to call him after the show was over so he could give them information for like a suicide hotline of who to reach out to and whatnot. Yeah, Mary Starshine, did they take away health care? You're going to see hospitals shutting down left and right, doctors' offices shutting down. You're going to see doctors and stuff leaving the country to go somewhere else to practice medicine. So, and, but through it all, it's like this man and his minion are evil. They are just plain out evil. Y'all hold one moment. I think it's raining and my window's open. At least I made my bed. Okay. Yeah, it was raining. It was raining in the window. I was sitting here, I was like, what was that noise? It took me a minute. Ay. So, well, at least the hurricane heading for us is no longer a hurricane. It's been downgraded to a tropical storm, tropical depression, and I think it's just going to get weaker. So that's a good thing. J Cat Lady, you know damn well where that money's going to go. It's going to go straight in his pocket. Oh my God. Yeah. Shelly Joe, you're right. Tariffs are what destroyed a lot of farmers. Excuse me, especially a lot of your small farmers. It literally bankrupted them. But yeah, we're gonna have third world countries that are gonna be better off than us once he gets done. Um, but then you got some of the same crap happening all over the place. It's like, where do you go? Um, all right, Maureen, I'll have to go get my angel cards out, but I can go grab you an angel card. Hey, Catherine, aloha. I actually ate an omelet just before I came on because I go, I need to eat something. So, and I'm doing much better. I'm doing much better. Hi, JLHM14. That's a mouthful. Welcome. um, I was Wednesday was a really bad day for me. Thursday wasn't much better, but I started feeling a little better yesterday, and I finally started kind of coming out of my oh god, I can't believe this is happening to us again. Uh, let's see. Yeah, Gina, I get you, baby. It's expensive to live in the U.S. And oh, good, Garden Genie, good. Yeah. Well, and that's what most of us are trying to get on. That are doing lives, and we're trying to like steer the conversations to let's kind of get our spirits up and let's not focus on the negative and let's focus on the positive and um because again we're all each other has and so uh okay, Joe, I got it. Yeah, I mean, they cut off my medical care and I'm royally screwed because I have a steel rod and 6 screws in my neck. That's what holds my head up. They had to fuse 4 vertebrae in my neck. I got injured back in 1999. I've got no disc at all between several of the vertebrae in my back. It's just like bone on bone rubbing together. I've not let them do surgery on me yet for that. Just because I watched my late husband go through like 5 surgeries in a 14-year time period. It's like, yeah, no, we're not going there. Like when I can't walk, we'll talk, but not until. Um, Gotcha, Catherine. Okay. Okay, Joe, go get something to eat. You're good, babe. Uh, let's see. Okay. Oh, good. Ruben beat Kerry Lake. Awesome. Too harsh to. Oh no. Just be done with that, Rose. You just making yourself crazy worrying about that. Yeah, I've got a few more years to go. I mean, I'm trying. Technically, I could go ahead and get my Social Security now, but I would get like the very minimum, and I'm trying to hold out to get the maximum, which means I got 7 more years to go, and I'll hit 70, and then maybe I can do it then, and hopefully be able to actually get my retirement from the state since I'm civil service. And yeah, Tina, that's Tina's got a good advice. Watch fun stuff, watch good movies, old movies, comedies, turn the freaking news off. I mean, I turn the news on only long enough to kind of get the general gist of what's going on because of several of the several of the shows that I do. And it's like I gotta know what I'm talking about. But okay. I got 9 of you now. Let's see here. Yeah. Angel card rose. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Before I go any further, y'all don't look at the mess behind the screen. I'll get the angel cards out. Get over, Sherry. Okay. All right. Oh, that's right. Hippie, y'all got all that snow. Jesus. Okay, let's get going here. Members go first. If you do a donation or a super chat, you go next, and then everybody after that. So that's where membership has privilege. I figure if you're going to spend a little bit of extra money to me every month for a membership, then you deserve to go first. All right, Garden Genie, you're up first. You're a member. What is the best thing I can do about my situation with my daughters? They still giving you a hard time, Jeannie. Jeez. All right, let's see what the tarot deck has to say. Let's go back over here. Yeah, I mean, people are hurting. You got the churches and stuff that do, food kitchens and food pantries, and they're always begging for donations and stuff. I know Salvation Army usually does a coat thing around this time of year to try to get coats for kids. So you don't have kids trying to go to school with no coat on when it's 40 degrees outside, Oh, wow. You're already in the tomorrow, Tina. Wow. You're in the future. What's it look like? Okay. All righty. Let's see what we got here, Jeannie. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what we got. Starting out with the Page of Wands. Page of Wands and the Light Seers. She looks kind of happy, doesn't she? She's kind of dancing her way down the road. I would say that pages are usually bringing in information, bringing in new information, things like that. So maybe you're going to get some good news from your daughters, or from your daughters, regarding your daughters. However, then I drew the Three of Swords. Okay, that's heartache. That's So it may be a little bit of heartache that's going to happen with that. But then I pulled the Queen of Pentacles. And so, that's someone who's kind of content in her situation in her life. So yeah, I think that looking at it, you got the Page of Wands, but then that's followed by the Three of Hearts, ending with the Queen of Pentacles. So this is your past, the Page of Wands, so that, communication was open, things were good, y'all were getting along. This is your present, Three of Hearts, Three of Hearts, Three of Swords. Hey, Scott. So that's that's the current heartache you're going through with them, and that's that's okay, because you're ending with the Queen of Pentacles, and so that's contentment. So you're not going to get contentment from this until things are worked out. So that's telling me that you're going to get things worked out. It's going to be okay. It's just going to take a little bit longer than you wanted it to. Scott, Mary Starshine is asking you to come on with me. If you want to come on, the link is in the pinned. I pinned the link at the top of the chat. I'll get the words out in a minute. And if Michelle's still here, same for her. So I'm boring y'all already, huh? By myself. I like having somebody with me too, so don't feel so bad. So yeah, Garden Genie, I think you're going to be okay. I think it's just going to be a matter of just kind of letting it work out for itself. And yeah, I hear you, Maureen. There's a lot of people that are thinking it's not going to affect them, and then it is, and they're not going to be real happy about it. So, okay, let's see. Who was next? Next up was artist Liz, because she's a member. Yay. Anything about two Iranian men tried to unalive him. Oh, wow. I didn't hear about that one. Yeah, Garden Genie, just be patient, darling. You got it. Hi, Jackie. I didn't even hear about that, Liz. Wow. Like I said, I haven't really been paying that close attention to the news, because every time I do, I just get pissed off, and I don't want to break my computer, toss my phone, because I can't afford to buy a new one. Oh my goodness. Okay. Will someone else try to do it again? Nine of Swords, first one out the batch. That's worry. That's nightmares. That's concern for your well-being. That's not a real good card first thing up. Followed by the Eight of Swords. Oh my God, that's even worse. This is being bound up, being prevented from doing what it is you want to do. Yeah. There you go. Hey, Sharon. How you doing? Yeah, I do a late night show every Saturday night. It's the Slumber Party. Um, and then we got the Nine of Wands. So I think he's gonna. I think if anyone tries it, that they're gonna be stopped. Just simply because we don't want that precedent set. Okay, no matter what an ass he is or anything, we really don't want that precedent set. That just unalive somebody because you got it on a whim. That's not cool. Um, Not that I would shed any tears, but still. Yeah, Sharon, you'll have to stay up late one night before you go to bed on a Saturday and join me, and that'll be fun. And let's see here. All right, shuffle that back up. Now let's see who's next. Oh my God, Marie, I did see that. Y'all, the Scottish Parliament met to talk about Trump winning the election. And their, I guess, Speaker of the House, or I don't know what their terminology is, but whoever it is that runs the House made a point of saying, well, the American people have reelected a 34-time convicted felon for just like it's like everything he said that he talked about Trump, he had to bring up every one of the stuff. I was like, you go, baby. Oh my goodness. Cool, Sharon. We'll have to get together and uh and set it up. You can come on with me one Saturday night. That'll be fun. Okay, let's see. And let's see. Maureen is a member, so she gets to go next. And she's the one that I had to go get the angel cards from for. It's not over till the fat lady sings, and I'm not singing yet. That's my line. Just believe you me. Although I don't know, I lost 5 pounds this damn week. So it's like, I guess being pissed off and upset had a good, something good came out of it. I lost 5 pounds. Um, I'm part Scottish too, Marie. I'm actually Welsh, Scots, Irish, English, French, Dutch, and Cherokee. How's that for a mix? Oh, let's see here. Oh, damn, girl, you got a good one. You got Metatron, heaven to earth. Your current situation is in alignment with your mission on earth. So, you going through all this madness? There's a reason for it. You're meant to be here for this time. That's cool. You got Metatron. I think you're the first person I've drawn for out of this deck that got Metatron. Aren't you special? All right. Let's see. Oh, you found it, Garden Genie? Yeah, when I get really upset about something, one of two things happens. Either I start eating like crazy and I can't stop, or I can't keep anything down and I just quit trying to eat. And that's been where I've been this week. It's like, yeah, I can't look at food. So we'll just pretend it doesn't exist. Oh my God. That is too funny. Yeah, I mean, the thing of it is that it's not even our side that's trying to get to him. It's every attempt has been people from his side. It's like, okay, dude, that's that's kind of wild. All right. Um, Okay, making sure I didn't miss any. Let's see, were there any other members in the group? Rose is the other member in the group here, and she wanted an angel card. Okay, we could do that. You know what I've been craving, and I just haven't had the extra money to go buy? I want to go to Dairy Queen and get an ice cream cone. But it's like for a small ice cream cone, it's like $3 for a small ice cream cone. It's like, really? What is the ice cream made out of gold or something? I mean, hi, Maria. All right. Let's see here. All right. Let's see what you got, Rose. Oh, you got Daniel, divine discernment. Does it say? It says, trust in the messages within. They are divinely guided. There you go. He's got pretty eyes, doesn't he? Yeah, so you got Daniel. Oh, that's cool. So that's Metatron, and that's good night, Clarence. Go get you some sleep, darling. Yeah, well, I've seen videos, Joy, hi, Joy, of several of those that voted for him who are now wanting to like change their vote to be told, yeah, no, can't change your vote. So sorry, but doesn't work like that. All right, let's see. CJ, you're up. You still there? You still here, CJ? All right. No, JW, just let me know if you have a question. I can do a tarot pull, or I can do an oracle card pull, or I can do an angel card, or if you want to get a little frisky, I can do a listen bitch card. So the choice is yours. Just tell me what you want. CJ, you're there. Okay, there you are. Okay. All righty. Answer the phone. That's a good one, Rose. Yeah, Gerald's the one that's got the telephone. I need to get me a little thingy that does a telephone. All right, let's see what we got, CJ. I don't know if you're going to like this or not. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing because the cards are just crazy. Nine of Swords. So, worry, nightmares, just personally, without pulling in, I guess I should like sit up so you see my face. Sure, Donna. Personally, I would say, CJ, that if your kitchen can wait a year, I would bank the money, and I wouldn't put it in the bank. I would like put it under the mattress or put it in a box in the yard or something, but I would put it somewhere where you can get to it quickly if you need to. Gotcha, JW. Or I mean, if everything still works in your kitchen, I would bank the money. I would put it aside, let it make a little interest. If your stuff isn't working anymore and there's a hole in the floor and the roof is leaking like crazy, then yeah, go ahead and fix your house, because that's just going to make for more damage. That's going to cost you more money, which is the Eight of Pentacles. It's going to cost you some money. Either way you look at it, you're going to be paying some money out. But it ends with the Tower. So the Tower is not necessarily a bad card. It's, it just means drastic change. And gotcha, Shelley. So, but I would say if you can hold out and wait, I would recommend hold out and wait. If you really need to get stuff fixed so that you're not going to spend more money a year from now to fix it, then go ahead and fix it and be done with it. Especially if you're not planning on moving anytime soon, because you don't want to put it off for a year and then it's going to cost you triple the amount to fix what needs to be fixed. So I would say take a good long hard assessment of everything, and what if it can wait. You're right, Michelle. They should have, or no way, who just said that? Joy said that. You're right, Joy. Yeah, they should have done their research before. They were too busy enjoying the thrill of owning the libs. Research? What do you mean research? That's true too, Rose. A little paint and new handles can do wonders. But if your stove catches fire every time you turn it on, or the refrigerator, your food goes rotten because your refrigerator doesn't work, or there's a hole in the roof or a hole in the floor, then I would suggest getting it fixed. But other than that, I would wait. All right, let's see. So I hope that helps, CJ. Let me know what you decide to do. And if you do decide to remodel, we want to see pictures. So, okay, let me see here. Marie is next. Will democracy prevail? Deep down, I feel yes, but it's going to take one hell of a beating before it's all over with. I think that's going to apply to all of us. We're all going to take one hell of a beating before it's all over. I mean, y'all read Project 2025, that'll give you nightmares for months, because they got some crap in there that's like, that just is terrifying. Especially if they're able to actually implement any of it. It's scary as hell. Let's see. Interesting. Okay. Five of what is that? Five of Swords. That's being bullied, being beat up, being abused, that's kind of where we're at right now. So we've been getting the living crap beat up out of us. But then I got the Nine of Cups, and that's wishes coming true. abundance, good health. I think, though, it almost feels like I pulled these out of order a little bit because the last card is Two of Wands, and that's making a decision, um, trying to make a choice, weighing both prospects of what's the best thing to do. I would say that should be next, followed by this one, but Spirit had it come out this way instead. So I think that once we get our butts beat up good and proper and we have enough, we're going to start doing stuff about it, which is going to make us feel good because it's going to bring in abundance and whatnot. But then we're going to have, I would say, some hard choices to make on how to protect ourselves going forward to prevent this from ever happening again. God help us if we survive. That's the negativity part of me poking through there. Trying not to be negative tonight. I'm trying to be positive. Yeah, well, John McCain better go talk to the hi Maria, thank you for becoming a member. All right, Garden Genie, go get some sleep, baby. I forgot what I was saying. Okay. Oh, John McCain. I said he better be talking to Jesus up there and say, hey, we need your help down there. And I'm not there to do anything. So yeah. Yeah, hippie, he's got concepts of plans. It's as evil as he is, he's not the one who scares me. Okay. Can I be completely honest with y'all here? The ones who scare me are Bannon and that Stephen Miller dude that looks like the cartoon pencil head guy. I don't know. That man's just evil through and through. Mr. Tesla Man, he's another one that scares me because he's just there's just something not right up there. You hear what I'm saying? It's like he's literally got squirrels in the brain. I'm beginning to think RFK Jr. let him borrow the worm to eat his brain. So yeah, I am. Yeah, well, we can't really count on the Supreme Court right now simply because they've kind of been taken over by the bad guys. We've only got a couple of good guys, or ladies, I should say, that are on the Supreme Court trying to hold evil at bay. And yeah, that's a good one, Marine. Yeah, he does kind of look like a toss between Voldemort and Goebbels. What was that cartoon? Beaker, was that his name? Beaker head something. He looked like a pencil end or something. That's who Stephen Miller reminds me of. Is that cartoon? JW, like I said earlier, I am of the mindset that it is lessons needed to be learned by the other side. And we're just caught in the crosshairs. So, yeah, we're going to have to go through it, the only pleasure I can see getting out of it is when we can kiss his sorry ass goodbye, and to watch the other side have major freakouts when they realize you're included. You're gonna get got just like the rest of us. So, hi, Mousy. Um, okay, let's see here. Okay, Joe, gotcha. Uh, that's an interesting question, Joe. That would be like I don't know if that's possible. Um, I don't know if that's a possibility. I'm sure there's got to be certain laws about. Well, I take that back, because even if there was laws against it, Supreme Court gave him immunity. So it doesn't really matter, right? Um, yeah, Rose, I hear you. Muppets, that's what it was. I just remember the it just always reminded me of like the eraser end of a pencil. Guy's head. I don't know why, but that's what I always think of when I would see it. And whenever I see Stephen Miller, that's who I that's who I think he looks like. He looks like Beaker. That's his name. Um, that's a good question, Joe. We're going to ask that and find out. Okay. All right. Next up, Catherine. Aloha. Are you actually in Hawaii, Catherine? Oh, I wish I was in Hawaii. I really liked Hawaii. It was nice. I got to go for a week. But Catherine, you still with us, darling? That's a good one, Maria. I like that. Yeah, mousy, exactly. That was what I was trying to get across a minute ago. It was like it'll almost be worth it just to see them get their comeuppance. And so Catherine, you hear Catherine? Oh, Catherine. All right. Going once, going twice. Catherine left us. All right. Let's go back here. Hippie, you're next. I just saw you in there. I know you're still here somewhere. Um, what can I do to open my? I gotta learn to sit up, y'all. I'm sorry. I tend to lean on my desk like this so I can read the chat better, and then I look up and it's like half my face is covered. Um, what can I do to open myself up to more financial abundance? One of the things that I have been just kind of started doing is on the first day of the month, of a new month, you go to your front door, you open your front door, and you put like a teaspoon of cinnamon in your hand, and then you blow the cinnamon into your house through the doorway. And there's a little saying you that goes with it. And I don't know if I have my. Oh, I do have my book out. Okay, wait. I'm knocking everything over, y'all. No, stop. Don't do that. I have so little space. Okay, let me see. I've got. Is this the one? It has like a little saying that you can say with the cinnamon. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I didn't realize I had a thing for a full moon spread. I'm going to have to do that. All right. It's not written in my book. I don't know. I'll have to find the little saying for it. But I can give you a manifesting prayer to say that Deborah Zachow taught me. And it's like a prayer that you say to St. Anthony. And it's, Dear St. Anthony, please come around, fill in the blank, whatever, cannot be found. In this case, you would say money or abundance or whatever it is you need cannot be found. And that's basically it. So it's, Dear St. Anthony, please come around. Abundance cannot be found. So you're asking them to provide what can't be found. I haven't actually tried that yet, so I don't know if that works. But I know the cinnamon stuff does, because I always, whenever I remember to do it, something good always happens, like within a few days. Um, so, yeah, cinnamon room should work. I think it's the cinnamon, that you're something to do with the spice, the cinnamon spice. Um, okay, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, thanks for that info, Maureen. I didn't think they could do anything to them, but I wasn't 100% for sure. Okay. I'm afraid I'm not that up to date on what the military can and can't do. It's like, who knows? Um, okay, let's see who's next. Okay, Donna, you're up. Donna wanted an angel card. You still here, Donna? Oh, Donna. I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that to y'all. A singer? I am not. Oh, Catherine, you came back. Okay. Would you put your question back in the chat, Catherine, so I can ask you? Thank you, hippie. I appreciate that. Here, all right. I got you, Donna. I'll see you. Yeah, they're talking about Jack Smith is like winding down the court cases now that he's been elected. But who's to say that he's not going to bring all that crap to the Hague and haul his ass to court there, because that's like international. You can't supposedly you can't get out of it from that. So, okay, Catherine, put your question back in, please, because I've unstarted when I had called you, and it would take forever to find it. Please and thank you. Okay, Donna, you got Raphael, another one with those gorgeous eyes. Clarity of vision. Be willing to see things differently to initiate healing and experience wholeness. Oh, I like that. That's a good message. Maybe Scotland will come get him. Yeah, they probably would want to. So, Donna, you got Archangel Raphael. That's awesome. Cool, cool, cool. All right. All right, Catherine. If our Affordable Care Act by Obama folks, it well, you are a hopeful Nelly, aren't you? I don't know about that. That sure, Mary, we can do that. Let's see what the cards have to say. All right. Okay. Knight of Wands. That's first card up. So that's a creative person. So maybe they're going to have to get creative around the healthcare in order to protect it, or to at least set boundaries around it so that they can't screw with it too bad. Fingers crossed. All right. Next up, we got the Ten of Wands. That's stress. That's exhaustion. That's what else does it say about the Ten of Wands? Too many burdens. Yeah, boy. And that's the truth. I think that's where everybody is right now, is stressed and burdened about what the hell's going to happen to my healthcare now. But then the last card I got was the King of Swords. And that's a strategic thinker, an international leader. So hopefully, this is telling me that if someone is able to come in and protect the affordable health care, it's going to be somebody with these qualities. Someone that's it's going to have to be somebody very strategic in their thinking, very smart, in order to keep them held at bay. So, I mean, out of 3 cards, you got 2 good ones and 1 sucky one. So, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, right? Isn't that what Meatloaf said in his song? Good night, J Cat Lady. Thank you for coming. Okay. All right, JW. You are up, my dear. An angel card. You got it. I should have got my angel tarot deck out. I'll have to do that next week. I do have an angel tarot deck. I always forget about it. It's because the cards are so big. There's like big old giant cards. And it's so hard to shuffle that I don't actually use them a lot. Just because it's hard to shuffle them and handle them. All right, JW. Ooh, you got Archangel Faith. Moving mountains. I like the thought of that. And it says, trust in your ability to create miracles. The impossible is becoming possible. All right, JW, we pull this card for you, darling, but you know what? I think this is for all of us. What did it say again? Trust in your ability to create miracles. That's all of us, guys. The impossible is becoming possible. Yeah, you just got to have faith. I mean, Jesus said it. If you had but the faith of a mustard seed, you could say to that mountain, move, and it would move. That's a lot of faith. That's what we need to have. So, yeah. Yeah, I like this deck. This is the 22 Archangels Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. It's a really nice deck. I like that one. Now I heard somebody else talking about, I think it was on Midas Touch, or it might have been Popok, who is a spinoff from Midas Touch, talking about because Musk has been in steady communication with Putin, who is the leader of a country that's our enemy, so to speak, that Biden could literally refuse to step down from being president under the War Act. Because if we're in a state of war, you do not expect your leadership to change. Do I have more decks on my list to get? Oh God, yes. The link to my Amazon is below. I do have a wish list, so you can go find all kinds of decks. In fact, I need to go look at see what's on there. I probably need to update it because I got 3 or 4 decks people sent me for my birthday back in June that were on my Amazon list. And so I need to go make sure it's updated. That's very true, Maureen. God works in mysterious ways. And I have seen miracles happen firsthand that there was no explanation for, none whatsoever. Yeah, they're supposed to have a sit down together, Magical Mermaid. I saw that. I'm sure Biden's looking forward to that. And you know what makes me think is most of the world leaders are probably thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have to go sit in an office with that man and his smell. Y'all remember what happened when he met with the Japanese leader back when he was last go round? And he pooped his pants while he was sitting there doing the photo op thing with a Japanese minister. And it was so loud that the microphones picked it up, and you could see it on the Japanese prime minister's face when the smell hit him. He was like, ooh, he was leaning away. I remember that. I was like, oh my goodness. So, wait, whoa, I just missed. Yeah, because technically, if they have proof that Russia was behind the hacking of all the machines, that's an act of war in my book. I would look at that as being an act of war. Um, so yeah, that's a possibility. Um, okay, Shelley, you still here, darling? Will I be able to retire? Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Joy. Yay. Up. Oh, I'm not ready for you to talk yet. Be quiet here. I got a little video I'm gonna play at the end that we can go out on. And y'all can hang around and watch it if you want. You don't have to if you don't want to. But I thought it was very nice. So, and I wasn't quite sure how tonight was gonna go and if people were all gonna be like boo-hooing or beating their heads against the wall. Let's see. Shelley. Will I be able? Okay, I don't like this. Let's see what we got here. Okay. First thing I pulled was the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is poverty, worry, financial loss. So you may have to maybe wait a little longer than you thought. And then I got the Ten of Swords, which is kind of hitting rock bottom. That's not good either. But then I got the Chariot. And so that's, action, taking charge, moving ahead. Like, let's go. It's time to get up and go. So I think you might hit a few snags in the beginning when you first starting to contemplate retirement. But then once you kind of make up your mind, it's going to be full speed ahead. So, I mean, I'm looking at your picture and I'm thinking, you got what, probably another 20, 30 years before you're close to retirement. So, either that or you just take one hell of a good picture. You're 67. Wow, you're older than me just by a couple of years, but still. You look a lot better than I do. Because I'm starting to feel old. It's like, damn it, I did all this shit already in the 70s when I was a kid. My mother was a marcher. I would go march with her. Women's rights, civil rights, equal rights. The Democrats just need to grow a set of gonads so that they can actually step up and do something about all this stuff instead of just wringing their hands and, oh, woe is me. I get so tired of that. All right. Mary Starshine. An angel card. You got it. You know, Catherine, that's very true. I do remember saying that. I remember others saying that. But since this election happened, the message that I kept getting, I on Wednesday I did a card draw. I did 2 card draws, and I just posted them in my community tab, showed y'all what I got, what I thought, and and said, hey, if you think something different, then put it in the comments. And then Thursday I did another 2 card draws and got busy, and then had a show that night, and so I didn't get it recorded until yesterday and posted it. Like a 20-minute video, I think. It's not that long. And I got a lot of feedback on that one, a lot of good feedback on it. In fact, it was probably one of the most watched videos as far as watch time that I've put out, that didn't include, having some of the big hitters on as a guest or a panel or something like that. Those get a lot of views, but just a 20-minute video of just me, I usually don't get I'll get a couple of hundred views, but not like 2,000 views. It's like, holy crap. So, and like I said, I had spent the majority of my time on my phone since Wednesday morning, just answering messages and DMs and stuff that people have sent me, freaking out. Going, oh my God, what's going to happen to us? And I spent all that time going, it's going to be okay. We're going to get through it. It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy, that's for damn sure. But I think in the end, we will prevail. That's just me. See, I tend to look through the world. I tend to look at the world through rose-colored glasses. I'm a glass half full kind of person. My late husband used to tease me about, take the damn rose-colored glasses off and look at what's really happening. I'd be like, I don't like looking at the world like that. I like to be positive. I like to have fun. I like to laugh about stuff. So that's just me. So yeah, I think there's going to be a lot more stuff that's going to happen between now and January 20th. Oh, thank you, Mary. Okay, Suzanne, I can do that. Okay. All right, Mary, you're patiently waiting for me to quit talking and read your card for you. You got Archangel Haniel, embraced by love. Let love reach where it has never reached before. And there she is. Isn't she gorgeous? Wow. That's another card I think is meant for all of us. We all need to be embraced by love and embrace others with love. Like I was talking about at the beginning of the show when I was listening to Seth on the Thinking Atheist yesterday, and there were so many people calling in, and people just like were freaking out and crying and almost hysterical, like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Blah, blah, blah. And it just broke my heart. It was like, oh man, if I could reach through the airwaves to give this one woman who called especially and just hugged her neck, I would have. She was so distraught. It was, she was one of the ones of talking about checking out, right? He was like, no, we don't want to do that. Let's not do that. So we had 3 or 4 people that were like talking that way. He was like, okay, when the show's over, call me back at this number. We're going to talk. So I was like, well, that's kind of cool of him, to at least reach out and do that. So, okay. And Suzanne with her very bright and colorful. You wouldn't make damn sure I was going to see it this time, huh? Oh my goodness. In a few days? Wow, you're not like pushing the time limit here, are you? Uh, that's very true, Catherine. Like I said, I got a little bit of Cherokee in me, so I get that big time because uh, there's I don't know, there are certain things that occur in my life, and it's like, okay, that's so divine driven that you're literally like, that came from nowhere else but divine source. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, first card up, Page of Swords. So, Page of Swords, that's somebody that's bringing the truth. Um, See all the light bulbs in the that she's like balloons that she's holding? It's all the ideas that's coming into her head as she's reading the book. Um, so that tells me, I feel like that's saying, yeah, do your due diligence, do your research. But yeah, I think that's a very good possibility. Then you have the Two of Pentacles, and that talks about a new job, getting a raise, um, uh, new investments, new income. So that very well could also be a new apartment. Um, so start looking, seriously looking. Um, I would just, common sense tells me, don't jump into the first thing you see. Look around, make sure you get the best deal, best bang for your buck, as they used to say. And then the last thing I got was the Hangman, which is usually maybe step back and take a minute. I think that's why I I was led to say, um, uh, weigh your decision carefully. Don't jump at the first thing you see because that may be a mistake. So the Hangman's telling you, kind of hang out a little bit if you can wait a day or two and make sure that everything is going to go the way you think it is, or that that particular item is, so y'all will see me, uh that that particular item is going to be something that is, they're waiting for you. But like I said, you don't want to jump the gun. Make sure all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted, kind of thing. um Yeah, Mary, Biden does walk softly and carries a big stick. He's a Scorpio. And from what I understand about Scorpios, They tend to be really mellow, really laid back until you piss them off. And then that's when the stinger comes out. So, Joe Biden strikes me as the kind of man that he's very mellow, he's very laid back, he's a man with his priorities on straight, family first. So but piss him off and you're going to regret it because he's going to come after you. Well, that's everybody. I got through all the questions. Thank you. Community live stream, community chat. Yes, Maria, that's going to happen. I think I had it down to do it for next. Let me get my day planner out, or I'll be lying. Next Sunday on the 17th, around 4:30 Central Time. I'll post something in my community tab and offer a couple of different times. And then that way, y'all can let me know what works best. And we'll just do a live stream for just the members, for just us. And because if more than a few of you show up, I could only fit a few people on StreamYard at a time. And I don't have Zoom. Well, I take it back. I have Zoom, but it's through my work. So it's a work account. So I can't exactly use it for this. That would be considered a no-no. Let's see here. Oh, I love Wonder Woman. That's my favorite. She's my favorite superhero. Always has been. All right. All right. So if that works for y'all, then I just sent out 5 gifted memberships. I don't know who got them. Y'all have to tell me because I don't know who it picks. It's just like an algorithm. I meant to do it earlier and I forgot. So we're gonna try to do. I want to do the members get together next Sunday. Oh, cool, Olian, you got one, and Maria got one. Awesome. And yeah, it's just a thing. It's like YouTube lets us give away X amount of gift memberships per month, and it does it like 5 at a time. So, and I meant to do it earlier when more people was here, but I forgot. And but hey, that means y'all lucked out because you got it. So who got one? Oline got one. Joe got one. Hippie Hiker got one. Yay. Book had one. Susan got one. I think those are the ones that got last time. Olian, Maria, Maureen, oh, cool. So I will post something. Oh, you got one too, Joe? Great. Awesome. I don't know who it's going to give it out to, and it doesn't tell me. Until it just says 5 memberships were gifted. It doesn't say who. So, cool. All right, y'all. We've been at this for 2 hours, and it's like 1 a.m. here. I'm starting to get a little cross-eyed. But hey, I didn't fall asleep, so we're doing good, right? Some weeks I do fall asleep. I don't mean to. It kind of catches up with me. So next Sunday, we'll do a members get together. It'll be like a live stream, but it'll just be the members, nobody else. And until I can figure out how to get us all together in a group and just hang out and chat. You're welcome, Joe. So I will post something in my community tab. I'll try to post it tomorrow. And then that way I can get a little feedback. Y'all can let me know which time is better, which time isn't, that kind of thing. So that would be cool. All right, y'all. Good night. Don't freak out too much. Just it's gonna be okay. It's time to roll up our sleeves and get to work, because we're gonna have a lot of right-wing people that are gonna be highly upset about things in very short order when they realize that not only were they scammed and lied to, but now they signed away their own health care and stuff. It's hi, Marilla. And so y'all have a great morning. It's morning time now, so I'm getting a little punch drunk now. Okay. All right. Good night, everybody. Have a lovely evening and day for Sunday. I'm going to close this out with this video. It's like 4 minutes long. You don't have to stay and watch it if you don't want to. It's just this rabbi talking about Kamala Harris. So if y'all want to watch it, then enjoy. And I will see everybody tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 p.m. Central Time. Mastering Mental Wellness. Isaac and I, the topic is finding a good counselor. And we're going to incorporate, because of all the crap that's happened this week, how to find the right kind of counselor. Not just a good counselor, but the right kind for whatever issues you're dealing with. And since Isaac is a professional counselor, he knows what he's talking about. And I just fill up empty airspace time. All right, guys. Enjoy the movie, and it's like 4 minutes long, I think, something like that. And I will see everybody soon. All right, let's see if I can get this theater mode. There we go. All right. Nope. I'm going to get it together in a minute here. Okay, here we go.
My dear friends, Kamala Harris supporters, I'd like to share a few personal words from my heart. Words from the heart enter the heart. And I hope they enter your hearts from the depths of mine. Loss is a difficult thing, especially when you're passionately committed to a cause, to a person, to an ideology. And 68 million people in this country voted for Kamala Harris. But know that loss and setbacks can bring the best out of you. It could also bring the worst out of you. Because it's a time that humbles us and allows us to look deeper into our hearts and souls, introspection. Obviously, some people go the other direction. Finger pointing, anger, bitterness, blaming. But here's an opportunity to become a greater person. To look at the situation, even though it was a devastating loss, and yet become someone stronger. And look at opportunities that come your way, even now. Because remember, we don't control circumstances, but we control how we navigate them. We control our attitude. It's a time to get beyond politics, beyond partisanships, beyond sides. You may dislike Mr. Trump. You may loathe him. But that's not where you want to focus your life. You don't want him or anyone controlling your life. You want to control your life. You have a family, you have children. If you're single, you have your social life. It's time to diversify and look at what are your true values? What do you stand for? Because that can never be defeated. And become a greater person. Sadly and unfortunately, we live in a time of technology and media. And I don't mean that technology is a sad thing. Technology can be a great blessing, but it can also become an addiction, and it can become a force that inundates us with all types of other opinions. It's time to step back. Look inside your own heart and soul. What do you stand for? What do you believe in? And it's not just a political party or a particular policy, economic or otherwise. Those are important to some extent. What's most important is the love in your life, the values in your life, the fundamentals. I would call them the eternal values. Now's the time. Take out a sheet of paper and write down the 5 most important things in your life. And I mean most important, that you're ready to die for. I mean the good way, that you're ready to really go fight for. You don't want to be defined by your political party, by your candidate, by wins or losses, frankly. You want to be defined by what is your mission in this world. Why were you sent here? How can you use your resources, your skills, your talents, your opportunities to bring more light into your corner of the world? That is the single most important thing. So while there is a certain sting to every loss, especially, as I said, for something you fight for, but you go on. That's your victory. That you become stronger in the process, a more honest person, more sincere person, more humble person. And in the long term, you look back and say, how did I behave when things didn't work exactly the way I wanted them to be? Did I become a greater person, or did I become more bitter? God bless you. God bless all those that supported with sincerity Kamala Harris. And God bless her to continue her journey and hopefully be able to learn from what she experienced and make her corner of the world a better place. Thank you so much. This has been Simon Jacobson, Meaningful Life Center, meaningfullife.com. If this video was meaningful to you, this message was meaningful to you, please share. And I'd love to hear your comments and your feedback. Thank you again.